Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's Andy R, and this is the Brotherhood of Men, a channel solely dedicated to getting you men a better outcome in your lives. So what's today's subject? Today's subject, you'll have seen it on the thumbnail, feminism is fraud. And it absolutely is. And what do I mean by that? Just that, feminism is fraud. Because any woman who tells you she's a feminist and isn't in a Middle Eastern country trying to change women's lives for the better is a fraud. They're always coming up with these things that they perceive are not equal between men and women in a Western world. I don't know of a Western world that hasn't got some sort of equality rights, that makes it absolutely illegal to, one, pay women less for the same job as a man, hasn't got laws that stick up for them in the courts if they happen to go through divorce, who hasn't got all of these things that are there to protect women. We're not protected. We're not protected by these laws. These laws were changed to specifically protect women. So much so that now they actually have superiority in politics, in business, and in the courts. We guys are the ones that are downtrodden, but that's always ignored by these so-called westernized feminists who are always complaining about things that can only happen in the Western world. If they weren't safe and protected, they wouldn't be able to complain. So any one of those feminists that call themselves so, that live in the westernized world, that think life is unequal for them, I will listen to their arguments when they move to Iraq, Afghanistan, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, any of those other countries where women truly haven't got equal rights, and go there and start petitioning and complaining and holding rallies and doing all the things that they so happily will do here because they know they're safe here, there where it will actually make a difference, because that's why they're frauds. They won't do that. They're as bad as these people who complain about global warming but are still alive. Apparently the worst thing that happens to the globe is mankind. These people are always prepared to throw somebody else under the bus to get their goals, but are never prepared to put their own lives on the line to achieve the same goals. Or they'll go to rallies, they might chain themselves to something, but they know that ultimately they're safe. They know that nothing truly bad is going to happen to them. Might get arrested, but that's a badge of honour. Hey, look, I got arrested because I was advocating for some sort of nonsense, made up belief about them not having equality, or that the globe is going to end a week on Saturday. But none of them are actually putting their real lives on the line to achieve the goals that they say they're so passionate about. No, they're frauds, they're grifters, they're out of it for the money because they have no true worth to give to society. So they have to make something up that they can look heroic doing. There's no heroism in doing something that has no risk to it. So any woman who tells you she's a feminist, first, if you haven't run away already, which you should do because you want nothing to do with them, they aren't absolute bonkers. But if you haven't done that already and you do listen to them, just say, and why aren't you in a country where women don't have equal rights? Because you do here. In fact, you have superior rights here. You have more protection in the Western world than any man has. Why aren't you in a country where women don't have equal rights? Why aren't you there? They'll stutter and stumble, and maybe if they're honest, they'll tell you, I'll get hurt there. Yeah, exactly. It's easy to bitch and whinge when you're in a country that isn't going to hold you accountable for that lies that you're telling. Women will constantly tell you that women, we earn less than men for doing the same job. Absolute lie. If that was true, all companies would just be full of women because they're cheaper than men. No, what they mean is, I'm not prepared to put in the hours to earn the bigger wage, but I still want the bigger wage that my male colleague, who is working 60, 70, 80 hours a week and getting paid hourly for that, and therefore at the end of the year it looks like he earns a lot more money than me, but I only put 40 hours in a week. Come 5 o'clock I'm out that door like I'm a sprinter. Not prepared to put in the work, but want the same rewards. Well, the rewards are there if you put in the work. They don't want to do that. They want to have enough so I can go out and party and chase the D and everything else, whereas a man's prepared to put in the work. And guess who gets the promotion then? Do you promote the one who is just doing the bare minimum, or do you promote the one who is putting in the extra effort? Well, in a meritocracy, the one who puts the extra effort in gets the promotion. But women have complained so much about how they're underrepresented that now they're getting quotas. Like I say, don't tell me it's not equal. I know it's not equal. But if you're a woman who got your job just because you're ticking a box, for whatever reason, whether it's your ethnicity, whether it's the colour of your skin, I struggled with that word, ethnicity, the colour of your skin, your sex, how can you look at your colleagues who are below you and say you got there on your merits? No wonder so many women are very poor managers, because they got there because it was a box ticking exercise, and most of their colleagues know that they didn't get there on their merit. Anyway, tell me, am I talking nonsense? Am I making sense? You guys need to take this stuff on board for the simple reason that this is happening right now. These are the arguments that are being used against you. Anyway, my name's Andy R. This is the Brotherhood of Men. I'll talk to you soon because I'm going for a cup of tea. I really think I've earned one. Take care now. Bye.